Chapter 18. If you want a doormat, go to Home Depot. I did not grow up understanding boundaries. If someone mentioned them in treatment, I honestly pictured property lines. Something official. Something scenic. Maybe a white fence. Definitely not something I possessed. I thought boundaries were gentle conversations where you touched someone's elbow and said, "Could you maybe stop ruining my life, if that's okay?" Basically a polite suggestion. That is not what boundaries are. Boundaries are no, said with your chest. They are the emotional version of installing a Ring camera on your soul. If you have spent your whole life letting people treat you like a spiritual DoorDash, saying no feels illegal. You feel like someone is going to appear out of the ceiling tiles with a clipboard and say, "Ma'am, we're going to need you to come with us. You just told someone no." I grew up my whole life saying yes, because I thought that was what good people did. Good daughters, good friends, good partners, good hostages. Recovery peeled my life apart like an orange and showed me the truth. I had spent years letting people climb me like a jungle gym, and then wondered why my ribs hurt. Someone asked me for a favor. And by favor, I mean, can you say yes to something you have already said no to in your spirit? Normally, I would have said, "Sure, anything. Do you also need a kidney while I am at it?" Because I thought people liking me was my whole personality. Everything in my nervous system screamed, "Say yes, or you will die alone in a CVS parking lot." But something rose up in me that day. Was it self-worth? Was it spiritual awakening? Was it the Zoloft? We may never know. But I said, I cannot do that. And that person literally said, "Okay." No thunder, no lightning, no SWAT team, nothing. I stood there like I had unlocked a cheat code. Like the universe whispered, "Welcome to level 2. It felt like someone handed me a key to a house I had been living in my whole life, but never knew had doors. I said no, and suddenly I was checking the sky for helicopters like, oh wait, am I allowed to do that? Because if you grew up people-pleasing, feeling guilty is your love language. But I started saying no to nonsense with the confidence of a cat knocking things off a shelf while maintaining eye contact. Every no becomes a yes to something holy. Peace, rest, tacos, sitting in blessed silence while nobody asks you for anything. Once you say no one time, suddenly your brain is like, wait, so we do not have to do things we hate? Does it feel weird at first? Absolutely. You will feel guilty. You will over-explain. You will walk away thinking, did I just ruin Christmas? But eventually you get there. One day you say, no thanks, without sweating, shaking, or apologizing. No, I will not go to your cousin's birthday dinner at Applebee's. No, I am not lowering my standards to make you comfortable. No, I will not drive across town to help you find your vape. No, I will not explain myself, Susan. A boundary says, I know who I am now. I know what I can hold. I know what my spirit cannot survive anymore. A boundary says, if you cannot meet me with honesty and respect, then this is your stop. The bus does not go further. A boundary says, love me correctly or lose access. Boundaries do not need a PowerPoint presentation. They do not need softening. They do not need a backstory. They do not need to be wrapped in 27 versions of sorry. Boundaries are not walls. Walls keep everyone out. Boundaries are doors with locks. They protect the version of you who is actually trying. They protect your recovery. They protect your peace. They protect you from becoming a person who smiles on the outside and resents everyone on the inside. Healthy people will respect your no. Unhealthy people will act like you personally ruined their entire bloodline. I miss the old you. Translation. I miss the version of you who required nothing from me and tolerated everything. Repeat your boundary like you are glitching. Them. But why? You. I cannot do that. Them. Can you think about it? You. I cannot do that. Them. But what about you? Still no? Them. What if you? No. Them, I am really disappointed in you. You, okay, still no. You become the human version of a vending machine that ate someone's dollar. It is not personal. It just is not happening. People will get mad. That is fine. People get mad that Chick-fil-A closes on Sundays. It does not mean Chick-fil-A is wrong. No is not dramatic. No is holy. No is your inner child gripping your hand and whispering, "Please do not abandon me again." No is the moment your healing finally outweighs your fear of losing people who were never holding you in the first place. And once you start saying it, something dangerous happens. You become someone who cannot be manipulated, someone who cannot be guilted. You become someone who chooses themselves on purpose, without apology and without flinching, like a human who finally realized their superpower is not being liked, but being unbothered. No is not mean. No is maintenance. And if someone gets mad that you stopped letting them drain you, let them. Because someone being mad that you finally respected yourself is the biggest red flag since the Titanic left the dock. They will live. And for the first time ever, so will you. Because no is not rejection. No is protection. No is self-respect stepping into the room and saying, "Move, I got it from here."